Today we're going to run a bunch of soybeans. That's the plan anyways. As soon as this dew burns off, we are moving up the road. There's 65 acres there, and then Dad's hopping to another 35-acre patch. Then we're hopping to a 60-acre field. Then we're hopping to another patch. A lot of hopping around today. We'll see what we can get done. But first, we got to do something completely non-farm related. I'm bush hogging. Yeah, we're going to take the 8400 over to the grain bins. We got a little campground back there for the family. And my wife's birthday's coming up, so we're doing a Halloween camp out, celebrating her birthday. And I haven't mowed that field since August. So I reckon we can do that real fast. Now, it is not Mrs. Brown's birthday yet, but in a few days, she'll be 30. Also mowing around this cornfield. We like to do this so we can keep the woods from growing out. You know, some of this stuff we cannot get to any other time of the year other than right after we harvest the crop. It's just kind of an easy way of maintaining, you know, the field edges.
What? Oh, he's hiding.
Yeah, he's hiding under his home.
Should have heard him giggling when it first started.
You hauled straw in your Suburban that we just had detailed.
You wouldn't put it in your truck, that's
18 mile an hour.
That's it?
You put it 6th gear, it idles down to 18 mile an hour.
Yeah, it looks like Dad's gonna check his tire pressure, but we're heading to the fields now. Take this back over home. He's gonna take that back over home. Grab the combines and gets rolling. We're about to head over to the field and I realized I need some fuel. Not out, but I will either need some now or later, so might as well let the beans dry out a little bit and fuel up right now. The good news is, with this Thunder Chicken, we can really move the fuel. Moving down the road, nice wide road. Dad and I are going to be separate tonight, but we're planning on meeting back at this field. He is going to do a 25-acre field and I'm going to do a 28-acre field. They're on the same farm. BJ will cart for both of us, but there's no sense in moving both combines and heads and then unhooking and then moving both combines and heads. So hoping this will be a little bit more efficient, and then we're going to come back to here, I think. I think we got room for a car to pass. So there's where Dad's working, and I'm working at the top of this hill. All right, getting ready to start our field here. We got our hybrid entered in there. I don't know if it's the right hybrid, but sometimes I forget to put the hybrids in one of the 4 record-keeping software programs we have. So I'm guessing. Actually, I know that the tractor, the planting tractor, I have it wrote down in there in that monitor. I've just got to go get it out of that monitor, which isn't happening right now. So my reel has been wrapping pretty bad, and at first I thought the beans must have just been tough. But then the further I got to looking, the more I noticed we have a busted section down there. So hopefully we got a spare, we should, and then we'll replace that, and then we shouldn't have any more wrapping issues. Yep, that's a problem. Something's missing. Basically, these go back and forth and pinch the crop in between that. They're all pretty wore, and that one's gone. So instead of cutting the crop, it's just piling up, and this reel's coming around and grabbing it and then wrapping it around there. There's a little fun fact Friday for you, coming at you on a Wednesday. The bolts in this McDon head are standard. All I have is metric. Thought I had some standard wrenches, but I don't. So, I've got my wife bringing me some tools, and I'm going to get back in and harvest till she gets here. I sure hope that socket gets here soon. It just makes me mad. This isn't the safest situation, having to cart up the highway, but it's the only way we can get grain out of the field Dad's in, unfortunately. Just got to be a little extra cautious and do everything you can to stay safe. There's our not so new guard. Let's get back to business. Turns out it didn't really help a whole lot, so I guess we better go out and pull all those beans off of there again. Pretty sure this is the same variety that we were in last night that was wrapping. It's good. They're yielding pretty good for this ground. This is exceptionally good yield. but they're long, they're tall, they're stringy, and they're tough, and they're wrapping. That's better. Wonder how long that'll take to fill back up. First pass and it's already wrapping. Nothing's wrapped around it yet, but we'll check back in a couple passes. Round number 2. Dad got done ahead of me. That section kind of threw me behind. Plus he got to the field a little sooner. So he is heading up here. I've got a little field on the other side of the driveway. I'd say he'll do it. We should get done about the same time, and then we'll make the move together. Try to keep the combine somewhat close together. That way when little breakdowns, like a broke section and one guy's missing bolts or tools or parts, usually between the 2 combines we can fix most stuff. Dad's up on the mountain, as we call it. It doesn't look that steep, but in 2-wheel drive, it'd be okay today, but when it's muddy, it's a little sketchy. Now, he's got a 4-wheel drive combine. This is a 2-wheel drive combine. Yep, that's a wrap. Alright, the way we're doing this move, Dad and I are both taking the combines. Brother is taking Dad's draper head. I will bring brother back here to get my draper head and the grain cart, and then we will get to moving. Driveways like this one, this all-wheel steer cart from Umferford is awesome. I've almost dropped the head down in this ditch a few times with our old cart. It was a non-all-wheel steer, just 2-wheel, a normal cart. That thing is awesome, especially in this situation. So we are parked in a test plot from a seed company. Actually makes a pretty nice area to hook up. Normally we would just do this right there on the side of the road. Doing our yield check, making sure that we are spot on there. Yield maps are pointless if they're wrong. A few weeks ago, Dad drove my combine and was complaining we didn't have any snacks, so I bought some and threw in here. I find the best kind of trail mix are peanut M&Ms. I even put them in a trail mix bag. I make the best trail mix. We are moving right along. That moisture's wrong. Larry's testing these 12%. For some reason, my moisture sensor is quite a bit off. Has been pretty well right on the money, but we can adjust that. It's like Larry's back. But hey, we got some beans for you, Larry. Don't want him to get too comfy. Dad is just right over there on the other side of that ditch. We are less than 100 yards apart. Same variety of beans, only his are yielding twice what these are. He's running 75, 80 bushel beans. I'm running 40 to 45 bushel beans. The difference is there's a spring in the side of that hill. It basically keeps that whole field wet all year round. Over here, not so much. So I guess we ran out of moisture. We are cruising right along, around 4.5 mile an hour roughly. Got about 40 acres done so far, this 70, but we are about to come to a screeching halt because the meal wagon's here. That'll stop us. Proven fact. Yeah. What'd you bring us?
Chicken and broccoli Alfredo, mashed potatoes.
Perfect. So you were the tool lady, and you were the meal wagon.
Very talented.
We're expanding your
Resume.
yes. You want a butt rub tonight?
Oh yeah.
Right before Kayla got here, Dad said he was having a lot of noise around his feeder house. So BJ and I listened to it when he started. Sounds like something's loose on his feeder house chain. He's going to unhook. We're going to double check that real quick. Hopefully we can get this combine up and going. It's definitely going to aid in getting this field done quick. That tensioner could be messed up. There's a tensioner in here. It could be out because it looks like his drum doesn't have as much tension on this side as it does this side. We have found the issue. Tension on this side, None on this side. Now we had the same issue with my combine. They fixed it the first day we tried to use it. When we were having those belts replaced, the tech, pretty good tech, he just happened to walk by this thing and look at the feeder house and say, hey, you got a couple bolts broken in your tensioner. Sure enough. So we figure it's probably what's going on with Dad's. It's back in here, ain't it? And I guess this combine's done for the night. And so this morning when I was fueling up here, I left that camera on a tire. Moment of truth. How in the heck did this get ran over by a combine? Good grief. There's some gravel imprints right there. It must have flew off to the side of the tire because I had it on the back tire and they were turned, so it must have flew it. Huh. Well, we might have had an issue with the combine, but at least the camera didn't get broke. I guess it's just me and BJ now. Dad's working on his combine or dumping trucks or something. But hopefully we can still get this field done, but not having two combines, that's definitely going to slow it. It's really going to depend on what kind of dew we get rolling in tonight and how tough these beans get. Still have another 20 acres to go, 25 acres. That'll take about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. We only have about 30 minutes of daylight left. Just got off the phone with the boss man. Not the best prognosis. He's got a feeder house bearing out. That's the second one in that combine since we've owned it. Different side, but well, that sucks. He's pulling the bearing or the feeder house drum out of it now, and hopefully we can get a bearing in the morning. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn the lights on. Brother's just gonna win tonight. We got a tile hole over there and I can't see a thing. Last pass. Only problem is we got more over there and a couple acres over there. So I'm gonna dump this off and then go finish that field that Dad broke down in. About got lost finding them, but we're here. So there's only a couple acres. See if we can get these done real fast and get back to the big field. Never took off across the field at night looking for crops. When it's pitch black, it's not as easy as it sounds to find them. Hey guys, if you made it this long into the video, do me a favor and thumbs up the video. If you made it this long, you clearly like the content. Come on now. 10K a video. Let's see if we can get it done. One little sketchy ditch crossing and we'll be back into the big field. Only did 1.7 acres. But that 1.7 acres averaged 66 bushels an acre, which is better than this field that we're going back to. On the ag leader, I was able to go back into my field that I was previously in, and it still has all my data there. I selected the event that I was doing, basically by the timestamp, and that saved my AB line, my coverage map. Right there's where we're going. It's a good thing we got that map, because can you tell where the beans are out here? But I can see them right there. That's the end of that field. Get it offloaded, unhook, and head to the barn. See how progress is coming on getting that rotor, or see how progress is coming on getting that feeder house bearing out. Back to the sheds. Ready to come out?
May not stuck in, but it come out further. Right. That side's wedged in there.
Alright, so here's the inside of a feeder house for Kloss combine. This is the drum that went out. Basically, this bearing on this side went out. The welds broke, so this drum is trashed. I have to get a whole new drum, and it'll come with those attached. Cheap fix, haha. But there's what went out. That's what broke. Fun times. Dad wanted the fancy truck. Since his combine broke, I'll let him have it. I'm gonna move the trucks out of here tonight. We We got that feeder house drum out of the combine, so we at least know what we have to order in the morning, but we're not leaving the trucks here, we're taking them to the bins. I think Dad is trying to have a semi-drag race. Little does he know that truck's not loaded. He's well fed. Yeah, did you think that
might be 40K on it?
Yeah, did you think that truck was loaded hard?
Oh, I knew it was.
Uh-huh.
Man, this is a good cat.
Not hardly. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day. We'll see you in the next one.